Man, I'm so hungry. Wait, are we recording? Oh crap. um, screw it. I'm just gonna keep recording. Good morning, everybody. This is Inspector Mario. Um, if you're wondering why I'm eating crackers right now, it's because I didn't eat anything in the morning. So I'm sorry that this became into some sort of like eating video, some sort of ASMR. But yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta put these away. So how was everyone? Summer's almost over for me because tomorrow is actually my first day of school and I'm actually kind of scared. So let's calm down and just I'm gonna talk about some stories. Yay! All right. I'm gonna be talking since because it's almost the end of summer. I'm gonna be talking about summer camp. Um, where I live, there's a camp that's close to somewhere, but I used to go there. The place is called Youth Commission, but I'm going to call it like Camp Youth because that sounds a lot better than Youth Commission because that sounds like something straight out of a um army camp or something. But Youth Commission. I mean, not Youth Commission. Dang it. But Camp Youth was a pretty fun place back then because we used to go to a lot of places. We went to the movies, theme parks, water slides. We did lots of fun activities. We ate ice cream. It was just fun. We also had swimming lessons there on like every Tuesday and Thursday. However, I never went to the pool because I'm scared that I might drown. But whatever. Um, I'm gonna be talking about some of the counselors. Um, I don't remember all of their names, but there were I think four and one bus driver who was actually a retired bus driver in school, and I thought it was pretty I was pretty happy when I saw him again to be the bus driver in youth commission Camp Youth. So one of the counselors was Mitch. Mitch. He had sunglasses. I like sometimes I see him without his sunglasses, but that was like very rarely. Um, he was a bald guy. He had a beard. Um, he mostly wore black sunglasses. He was mostly like the leader of Camp Youth. He was actually a dad of a kid who also was one of the kids who went to Camp Youth. But I don't remember her name. Um, he was a pretty cool guy. He always called me a little man, and that's something that I still appreciate because I was more the like hyper adventurous person, but now I'm more of the scaredy cat. um, Another one was Fox. He wore sunglasses. He was fat. Not being rude. Not trying to be rude. Um, he mostly wore like red shirts. Um, and yeah. One funny thing is that Mitch and Fox used to fight a lot, and I remember one time they were fighting during lunchtime, and I remember just going, "Go, one of them!" I don't remember which one, but I was like, "Go, Mitch! Go, Fox!" Blah blah blah. Until one of the counselors had to break it up, and so I was like, "Oh man." Um. One more was that there was another. there was another counselor who was a female named Trisha. I I think I don't remember. I actually don't remember her name, but she was a lifeguard. She was a lifeguard. She was the laid back person. Um, and yeah, the, I remember one time we went back to like some sort of theme park, and I was sitting right next to her, and we were singing a song from Tobuscus. It was like the Diamond Sword. I don't know if you remember it, but we were. I don't remember if um. I'm not sure if any of you remember what the song was, but it was like, "Do you like my sword, 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 my diamond sword, sword? You cannot afford for my diamond sword, sword." I can't even go that high. But we were singing there, and it was before I knew the lyrics, so I was like, the diamond sword, blah 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 blah. I have patience, but man, it was that was one of the coolest things I've ever done to a counselor. Um, now why I'm saying back then is because nowadays Camp Youth is actually pretty boring. I remember I went there when I on my last year because when you're on like in a specific age you can't go anymore. Um, you can be a counselor, but you you can't go though. So we I noticed there was something strange, and it was that we didn't even we had like never we hardly went to any fun places. We just stayed at the camp and just did very boring activities, and it was just so boring. I should note that I was the one who mostly got hurt during like every single like, activity in Camp Youth. Um but yeah, Camp Youth now is just bad. I'm not saying that the entire thing is bad. I made a new friend. Um but but it was just still boring. The only fun place I ever went to was a trampoline park, which still to this day I had so much fun. I wish I could go back, but no, we can't. Um, yeah, Camp Youth was just straight up boring. Um, I should be talking about some stories that I have when I'm in the farmers market, because that's when I go every Saturday and Sunday. Um, one day we finished selling our food. I'm not gonna say what we were selling. It's not illegal, of course. It is legal. Um, and a person that comes up and picks us up, and brings us back home. Uh, she was always late. So one day she was late again, and my mother texts her saying, "Where are you? We finished selling our food." The driver comes back saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm at McDonald's for to get my kids food," and um the kids more on that later, but then my mother tells what she wrote, and I'm like, ah yes, because it shows how much you love your friends when the first thing you do is get McDonald's for meeting them. That's as bad as um like giving your one of your friends a gift, but then just getting your but then taking their gift as and just yeah. um it was just so dumb. The kids they're very like noisy. um they do make a lot of noise. They are like hyper, and yeah, they just to make a lot of noise and bounce around and stuff. Um, one funny story. There are like two funny stories. One is that my sister had come back. Because she also goes, and she comes back to me saying, "Oh, hello, Mario." I'm not gonna say my name. And I'm like, "Oh, hello," and then and then the first thing that she says is, "The kids were telling you that you're daddy," even though I'm not their dad. And the funny thing is that they still call me daddy to this day. They're little kids, not to worry. But yeah, I have nothing to say because because I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Um, there was another story. Um, where the person who picks us up and brings us back home had an appointment with the car, and they they came back, but during while we were still selling food, and the two kids get out of the car. They the mother also does, and the kids go up to us, greets us hello, but not until they do hold on, I need something. Oh, there it is. I need like okay. They greet us hello, but not before they do this with the table um that we sell our food to the cars. It was just so annoying, but yet so funny. I mean, not as funny as in, you know. Hold on. I wonder if I can like put both of them together. But yeah, it was just so annoying. So they kept doing that. The mother took them away, so they would stop so they would stop making noise. Um, I don't remember their names, but they are pretty small, so I guess that's understandable. But man, are they just annoying? Not saying that every kid is annoying, even though I am a kid. But anyways, yeah. There was one weird story that I had back before. And is that we were selling food, and this old guy who strangely wasn't wearing a mask and had a dog with him uh came up to us talking about our food. It's like, what is it made out of? Blah blah blah. Is it healthy? Blah. And then we just keep saying yes, no, no, whatever, maybe, I don't know. And and then there was one thing that he finally said, and it was, we had this little piece of paper that is on front of our table that we sell food, that talks about the food that we sell. And there was one part in the paper that said GF, and he tells us, what's GF? And we both go, I don't know. And then there's another person who sells stuff next to us. He also the lady also goes, "Oh, I think it stands for GF." And and they were like, and they were talking about, and then the old person just left. He didn't even buy anything. Which I'm not saying, like, if you come to our stand, you have to buy something. Because, of course, you don't. But, it's funny that, he just talked about what food we're selling, and then left. Um, yeah. It's just so dumb. So then, my mother, tells me, why didn't you know what GF stands for? And I'm like, how am I supposed to know? We never wrote that on paper. And fun fact, that paper was a gift from someone who also helps us with the tamales. But or I just said what food we sell. But yeah, we sell tamales because um uh we're Mexican, and it's a tradition that we have. My mother makes uh the best tamales. However, I'm not the judge of that because I never ate it, and still to this day I never tried tamales. I don't think I'm ever going to. But people say that it's good, and I have to say my mother is a good cook. Anyways, I think that's all the stories that I have now. This video is probably not that long, but I'm not trying to be. So anyways, I have a couple of announcements to make. Um, as you know, the making of the Quest for Absolutely Nothing and the new Inspector Mario channel trailer have oh god, hasn't come out yet, and it's because, well, I can't do it. Um, I can't do it right now because of school, and again, tomorrow is my first day of school. Depending on whenever you're watching this, but tomorrow is my first day of school, and yeah, it's frightening. Um, I'm not gonna be spending so much time on YouTube because I want to spend more time on school. And if you're wondering why and do I hate making videos? I don't. I love making videos. It's very entertaining to see people entertained by me. Um, but yeah. Anyways, there has been a lot of bad things happening around this year because 2020 is undoubtedly one of the worst years ever. And people are probably gonna say that whatever year is also the worst year, but 2020 is the worst. I don't know about you, but there has been a lot of um things going on around my life, and I really just want to take a break because it's just getting worse and worse by the day. Like every single day is like a person tells you, "Do you want to play Connect 4?" and you go, "Yeah." And then he just punches you in the face. And then he goes, "You want to play again?" And you say yes. But this time you're ready for the punch. So then he kicks you in the leg. And then he goes, Do you want to play again?" And what do you say? Yes. And that keeps going and going and going until you win. That's basically my life. I mean, some things have been resolved, but there are still many things that are going bad. Uh, like for instance, I have a feeling that I'm ruining friendships because I made one joke and that actually ruined one. However, uh, one of my friends came back, so I'm still happy. I am happy, but man, the thought of that was just sad. Um, what else? I'm starting to like. Last year, I made bad grades in school, so I'm trying to like keep myself from doing that and get good grades. That's why I'm not gonna do YouTube as much. And anyways, there has been so many stuff we're doing. And I'm trying to, I'm gonna take a little quick break from YouTube. So I can, recover from this, but I might make a couple of videos now and then, but not that much. And yeah, it's just been a bad year for me. But I still want to make videos and make people happy, because that also makes me happy. But I hardly think people are watching my videos. So, this might be the last video that I'm going to make in a while because of school. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I think that's it. I might make a couple of videos now and then, but that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching, and good night. Now, where did I put my crackers? Oh.